Hey, this is MassX, and we've got a new video going back to what I did a few weeks ago with X7, this ability to go in and play some of the Chinese games that are out. Quite a few, a lot, quite honestly. We did One Piece, which of course was amazing, which I was really happy about. But because I do a lot of stuff with One Punch Man, I figured, well, let's go ahead and do a One Punch Man video. Now, if you're not familiar, all you got to do, and I'll have a link in the description, is go and download X7. Once you download it, you're going to create an account. It's really simple. I'm also going to put the Discord link in there too, so if you have any questions or anything, you can go there. And once you create your account, you can just look for games or search for games like I did here. You can see I just put One Punch Man, and you're going to see there's two of them. There's One Punch Man, the strongest, and this is the Chinese version. So if any of you are interested in playing the Chinese version of One Punch Man, the strongest, it's really simple to do. If you want me to do a video on that, I can. But I figured I'd go with something new, and that is One Punch Man Justice Execution, another One Punch Man game that's not available globally, that is available only in China. And all you have to do is, after you create your account and search for the game, is install it, and boom, you just open it up. So you'll see One Punch Man, right there. I can just hit open, and there we go. This game has a lot going on with it. It is actually pretty crazy. So basically, once you get to that title screen, you're going to log in through your X7 account. Really simple stuff. You're going to go ahead and go in on whatever server you choose, and you're off to the races. Now, this game has a lot going on to it, and it's much larger team dynamic in some ways than other One Punch Man games I have played. But, it's fun and it's something different. And so, you get your opening screen, you see everything going on. Of course, they're promoting Tank Top Master now as the current banner. And there's all sorts of banners. There's all sorts of things if you want to spend, you can buy. If you don't want to spend, they do give out quite a few free rewards. We're just going to kind of go through everything on the screen so you can see. And they've got all the main characters that you would expect in here, like any of the One Punch Man games out there. So if you're a big fan, and maybe you are a little tired of One Punch Man, the strongest, and want a little break with something different, but you want to stay with the IP, here's an option for you. And that was kind of the point of bringing this to your guys' attention, because it's so easy with this X7 system, and to be able to play games you normally would not be able to play. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect as much of the daily stuff as I can to build up my account. Then we're going to kind of go through some gameplay, but as you would expect in any of these types of games, it has everything, that you see in all games, okay? You're going to have boss battles, you're going to have story mode. This one absolutely has an insane amount of content to it available from the start. Yes, some of it won't open up immediately. You're going to have to build your account. But building your account is pretty easy. After a few hours of playing, I'm already I think I'm on level 18 or about to hit level 18. Opened up too much content. They do have a VIP system, but again, you can get those for free. So yeah, I haven't spent any money, and I have a VIP 3 right now already from just playing this game. So I wouldn't let that deter you from playing the game. If you pull on this banner, as you can see, you can get some freebies, like they normally do at featured banners. And there's just, if you name it, they have it in this game. It's almost a little too monetized at a point, but hey, if you've played One Punch Man, the strongest, well, I can say the same freaking thing about that game. The nice thing is they do give a lot of free stuff. So that's the good news. Always collecting that free stuff. We'll probably take a look at Tank Top. There we go. I was wondering if that was going to pop up. And see, you can take a look and see how he is. You can see a bit of the play style here before we get into actual gameplay. But yeah, pretty easy stuff. It's pretty fun. It does have auto, non-auto. Some parts you can't auto, some parts you so you have to play manual, which is never a bad thing. It's called actually playing your game. If you don't want to do that, play an idle game. But, again, just showing you the inventories here, stuff I've acquired. From not having to play a ton of time so far, it's pretty quick on buildups of things that you're going to be able to get and really push your account quickly. This game does use dupes, but it's not as bad as you would think, and it's kind of interesting how they level up some characters where you can use lower end dupes to star up your character. I'm assuming that's going to change when you get higher up. I don't have anybody past 2 at this point. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to probably keep going on this game for a little bit longer just to see if it really starts to jive with me, and if it does, I'll probably put it in. I always have a section of games that I have that I'm not doing every day, but I play just because they're fun or there's something I like about it, and I might pick them up here or there, throughout the month, play an hour or 2 here or there if I'm kind of burned out on my main ones that I'm playing. Especially now, I've pretty much cut everything out again because I'm really hyper focused on when JJK Phantom Parade comes out, so I've really pulled myself back again, and I really only have 1 main game, 2 semi-main games at this point. So yeah, it is what it is, right? So always checking the mail, collecting. Like I said, I wanted to prove the point that they give you a lot of stuff every time at reset, so it's pretty crazy. So here's a little gameplay. This part of the gameplay you have to do manually though, in this area of the game. So we'll just kind of go through, play a little bit of the characters, nothing in particular, just so you can see them. My team isn't actually that spectacular. I've got 2 Genos out there. One of my Genos is my main character for really pushing content at this point. I just got Metal Bat, so I'm using him. So I really just have 3 SSRs at this point. Everybody's about level 30, so nothing crazy. So I'm not going to totally burst through. This is a new area that opened up for me, so it's more at the level of where I'm at in the game. So it should be a pretty evenly matched battle until I can go ahead and use my ultimate, which is something I like. When you hit the ultimate, you can choose which character you want to use once you garner up enough. I kind of like that. I think that's kind of cool. So I think I did Genos, and yeah, there he is. And good cutscenes. You can tell it looks AI to me at least, but hey, that's me. And we should be able to take him out and be done with this level here. Yeah, let's fight on the beach. So, okay, come on, take him out. Come on. There we go. You better get rid of Blizzard. You've got a better hit ratio than a couple of the other ones on there. But yeah, so I just wanted to feature this. We're going to get into some of the mainstay gameplay here. So when you are in the story mode and the other modes, you can really start to develop where you're going to go. There's lots of ways to power up your characters. A multitude of ways, actually, like absolutely crazy. So we're going to do probably a little bit of story mode here so you can see it. And you just like what you would expect. Now, the nice thing with this story mode is it reminds me of Grand Summoners. You can just auto it. And so if you want to just kind of burn through it, it will keep going. Now, it won't go to the next stage, but it will go through, like, if you're on chapter 5, it'll go through everything on 5, unless you lose, of course. So I like that because, let's be honest, some of this stuff is redundant. You're playing these games for their challenges at times. So you're waiting to get to yourself at an area that's going to be much more challenging. And it always do in story mode, can get a little bit repetitive because, it is what it is. It's going to be the same type of fighting, and you're just going to get bits and pieces through there. But yeah, it's clean, and it's fairly free to play friendly from what I can tell. I'm not, this is a game I wouldn't really go in to look to play to be competitive, but more of I'm a fan of the IP. I want to just play something a little different. There's not a lot of options available, and quite honestly, all the options that are available globally, I've already played in one form or the other, and some of them, you know, I've played for years, and so, you know, it's nice to mix it up a bit. But yeah, as you can tell, I kind of, my Genos is a little featured in here. So we see a lot of his ultimates because of that, because he's probably the most powered up of my characters. I'm working on my other Genos, but they just aren't hitting as hard as him right now because I got him early on, which I think everybody does. So I really started building him before anybody else of any true substance. So his curve is much higher, to say the least, in this game. But yeah, I thought people would get a kick out of seeing another One Punch Man, the strongest game. I mean, I'm so ingrained. Another One Punch Man game. Wow. Yeah, that's way too ingrained in my head. I didn't even think about it, and it came out before I could stop myself. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to roll some gameplay, let you guys just be able to see it. And, you know, just let me know if you're more interested in other Chinese games that are out there, or if there's ones in particular you might want to look at. You know, I'll keep doing these, you know. I won't do them like every day, but I might do one every 2 weeks, just because it's nice to have that availability. And, you know, I know a lot of people keep accounts. I know I do on the C server for the strongest, One Punch Man, the strongest. So I've been considering going ahead and creating a Chinese account, because to see the similarities and differences, and the Chinese version should be much farther ahead than C. I'm not sure how much anymore. It used to be fairly far apart, but be a good way to, you know, if you can build up the account to start testing some of these URs, with those coming in for us in the other game, that if you play and watch my videos on that, the global version of the strongest. But yeah, pretty easy peasy, pretty simple. And now we've got our end of the chapter. We got Mosquito Girl there, so yep, let's see what happens. I can't remember how this game goes. I pre-recorded this because I could auto through it. I'm sure we won. My Genos has been pretty overpowered to get us through story content at a minimum. But yeah, now we just need to take her out. Choom choom. Oh yeah, she's almost done. There we go. Sweet. So yeah, so then we go, we're done with that chapter, and then I can decide if I'm ready to take a break or move on and let it burn through it. So we got level 13 now on that when I recorded this. Now, like I said, I think I'm at a level 18. You can see you get all sorts of gifts in here as you complete the level. Show you guys a little bit too before I sign off, a little bit of a one-on-one with a boss battle. I can't remember who it is. If it is CK. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was, well, maybe not. Let's go ahead. I'm pretty sure that was CK, but nope, I guess I'm wrong. Okay. Well, I thought it was, but yeah, so you can see, so your team's going one-on-one against big bosses. You know, you're going to get that in story mode. You're going to get that in other areas of the game where they all keep getting more powerful. So that's kind of cool, you know. But like I said, you know, these aren't groundbreaking graphics because this game has been out for quite some time. But it's still clean and crisp and runs pretty fluently. So that is going to be it. Here's my roster real quick as we bow out of this. So like I said, I've got 3 SSRs so far, which is not bad in the game early on. And of course, the Genos that I was featuring in most of my battles is at 2 stars. So needless to say, he's got a bit more push. So that's what my carry character is in content. So, all right, I keep repeating myself, so I'm going to go. But if you are interested in any other games, on the Chinese side, let me know. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.